Hey, I'm Brian. Welcome to my garage Bible study. I'm doing a very intricate thing on this 1978 CJ7, which I've never done before, which is really, really good to have a construction manual or an instruction manual that comes with the Jeep, and YouTube University. Oh my goodness, I couldn't do this project without YouTube. It's been great. I've never rebuilt a steering column. Most of us, we get in the car and we just take the steering wheel and we kind of steer. There's something else going on, but that's it. Well, that's not it. This is a steering wheel for my 1978 CJ7. This is the shaft that goes from the steering wheel down to the steering linkage. This is the housing that everything is contained in. This is another piece of housing that gets it up to this, which is where this little guy up top, which is where the ignition goes. You put that in to turn the key. Inside of here, we've got all stuff that I just ground over on the bench, which is basically this little plate, which is convex or concave, whichever one comes up. And when you press it, it goes down. It's your horn. You've got the little lock lever. You press that lever to unlock the steering wheel. You've got just wiring and stuff for turn signals, and it doesn't end. Where all the turn signal hardware with the switch and all that. It is unbelievably complicated. I'm actually a little freaked out that I'm gonna get it all back together. I seriously am. I've been doing what's known as bagging and tagging, just trying to document what I've taken off, but I'm really, really nervous about it. But this is my next project, to get this whole steering column back together, ready to put in the Jeep. And the thing that I've been thinking about with this a lot, because so much in the physical realm mirrors what's in the spiritual realm, how intricate all of these designs are, and the engineering behind it, and shaving down itty bitty pieces of metal to fit in the right place. Too thick, too thin wouldn't work, and the right size spring, and it's like an engineering marvel for someone who's not a normal engineer like me. And what goes through my mind is in the book of Psalms, it says this. Psalm 139, it says this: "For you formed me you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well." Now, this is often a verse that's used by those of us who happen to be pro-life, that say that when a little embryo is inside of a woman's womb, that is life. God is forming something there. And that's pretty much all we think of with this verse, those of us who are pro-life. And if you haven't, you might have heard it that way, that since God is involved in the formation of a little embryo, bringing it all the way through, we shouldn't interrupt his creation process. That's a good teaching. I could camp out more there, but I'm not. This is not a pro-life, anti-abortion talk. What this is the understanding of what this is built on. That God fearfully and wonderfully and intricately has made you, no matter what age or what size or what gender you are right now. He's made you. I've seen scientists and mathematicians try to equate the likeliness of all that we see, our bodies, nature, fall, spring, winter, the atmosphere, rain, the earth, the right nutrients in the earth, oxygen, all the right chemicals to enable life to happen, which as far as we know doesn't exist in any place else. We may find it someday, but it doesn't exist in any place else that we know of. And if it does, it exists because God created it here, just like He's created it. He's created it there, just like He's created it here. Whether He did that in a short time span or a hyper long time span, God is an intricate creator. And mathematicians said the likelihood of all of this coming together by chance is like the likelihood, it is actually greater than the likelihood of a tornado going through a junkyard and assembling a Boeing 747. Just random chance, it came together, and there you go. You have something that flies. Of course, that's ridiculous. Like random chance, all of a sudden we have something that respirates, that has a beating heart that we're not controlling, that has mind with chemicals that can capture memories and create and move and innovate. Oh my gosh, and this, is mind-blowing as this is, and as freaked out as I am to put all of this stuff back together, it just begins to make me be blown away by the creative genius of God. And he displayed his creative genius by putting you together. He has a plan for you. He's constructed you. He's still constructing you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made for something or some things. You may know or not know what that is. That's okay. The only thing you need to know right now is you're not here by accident. You are known and you are loved. Thanks for coming to my Garage Bible Study.